Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of HMF Live. Do I know what happened? Sorry. Do I know how to do what?
Go ahead, finish this up. I didn't know. Sorry.
I'm going to do my show, so.
Oh, my charge cord? The little short one?
No, they were all there. I haven't moved them.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry about that. Welcome to live Facebook, right? Facebook Live video. Anyway, so welcome to HMF Live and a special late edition. I apologize for that. Had the work thing tonight and then did not realize I was going to come home and run a bunch of errands. So actually just got home about 15, 20 minutes ago. So one of those kinds of days, it happens, right? Anyway, so thanks a lot for being here, for watching, tuning in, and if you're watching this later as a recording, thanks for taking time to check this out. So for those of you who don't know me, because there's been a lot of new people to this page, welcome, first of all. My name is Tanya Moravec. I am the owner, founder of this page and Hustle to Muscle Fitness. I am a health and fitness coach, and my own experience is that I have lost and kept off 75 pounds. I was able to turn around things like potential hypertension, sorry. So high blood pressure, bringing that down, and just maintaining a healthy lifestyle, but in balance. So you guys have probably seen there's been days of highs and lows and great food and not so great food in terms of nutrition, but great tasting. And so anyway, this is a lifelong journey, and I'm here to share my very real experiences and hopefully help maybe inspire some of you along the way, but also help you live a healthier and more balanced life. So welcome and welcome to the show. Tonight I want to talk to you about, as you've been seeing me post the last couple of days, well, day and a half, I am in the middle of my 3-day cleanse, sort of a detox, if you will. And that was inspired by how awful my body was feeling after, kind of really like a month and a half of traveling, celebrations, just not eating very well, some of that because I was traveling. And let me say, it's not impossible, but it's pretty hard to find healthy foods in New Orleans. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anyway, so just all of that kind of sort of finally compounded after our housewarming party on Saturday night. And then just Sunday night, I was just feeling awful. And I had got this 3-day cleanse, sort of program a few weeks ago and was kind of holding on to it for the right time. I knew it was going to be sometime in August. And then after Sunday night, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going to do this to start the week, kind of restart my fitness program and kind of kick things off and really do things the right way. So that way I was actually getting all of the benefits of my program, my healthy eating, and getting myself, my mind, my body back on track. So started the 3-day cleanse yesterday. Today is day 2. Just finishing up the little bit last of my day here. And so I wanted to talk to you, give you some details about what it is that I'm doing and how it's going so far. And if it's something that you would like to try, again, it's only 3 days. So if it's something that you would like to try, maybe to help get rid of maybe some extra pounds, maybe the bloating, that's really what I wanted to get rid of, was the bloating, the poor sleep, and the lack of energy from bad nutrition. Like I could really feel it in my workouts too, that I just wasn't able to kind of push myself as much because my body didn't have the right nutrition, the right fuel. So this is one of the, you get like, what am I thinking? You get 3 of these different shakes a day. This one that I'm actually drinking right now, part of my dinner. I already ate the veggie part of my dinner earlier. This is the Vanilla Fresh. You have 2 of those a day. Then, of course, I have my superfoods in the morning to start my breakfast with a serving of fruit. I usually blend that up in it. I'm drinking tons and tons of water. So, yes, I am peeing like crazy. And that's actually how you're kind of flushing things out. You do have a lot of fiber in this diet. So you still get to eat fruits. You still get to eat vegetables. And then there's also a fiber sweep beverage or supplement. And that's kind of extra fiber. It's got flax, chia, psyllium seed, all kinds of really great stuff to help with fiber and sort of cleaning you out. So it's a great source of fiber to help improve your digestive health. The vanilla shake is a plant-based protein supplement, essentially, to help kind of keep your energy up, help you feel full, and also help maintain any lean muscle tissue that you have from working out or going to start working out or anything like that. So you get vitamins and minerals from this. You get like 20 grams of protein. Like I said, it's plant source. Let's see, I've got my notes here just to make sure I get it all right. Probiotics, so again, to also help boost your digestive health, your immune system health. There is even a potato protein extract, and that also helps to kind of curb hunger. So, and then of course, everything is natural, all natural, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, nothing like that. And to me, actually, the Vanilla Fresh tastes pretty good. I just got it mixed with water, and I just shake it up and it tastes pretty good. And the Fiber Sweep, why do I keep saying sweet? The Fiber Sweep has sort of like a lemony kind of taste. It's got a little bit more texture to it. It kind of reminds me of like a thinned out cream of wheat. So for some people, I do know that texture sort of throws them off. If that's the case, you can just drink it super fast. I like the taste and the texture doesn't bother me. And then of course, I love my superfoods. I have those every day, whether I'm doing the cleanse or not. So you do get to eat snacks in this light meal. So like I said, you get to have fruits, veggies, and a healthy fat at lunchtime. And then then you get to have like a veggie sort of snack. And then at the end of the day, you have another one of these Vanilla Fresh. And then you also get a serving, like kind of almost like a serving and a half too, sort of like a bowl basically of different vegetables. So and there's different recipes that it also gives you, and they're really good. Like I would eat these recipes even outside of doing this cleanse. So like last night I had coconut steamed veggies. Tonight I was going to have a spinach salad, but because I went to that event, I ended up having just kind of a plate or two full of like roasted veggies. So not exactly what I was supposed to have, but pretty close. So instead of then coming home and also having more veggies, I'm just going to stick to that for my dinner tonight. And then also this. And then I drink a lot of herbal tea. So I've had like green tea if I want any caffeine during the day. And I'm running kind of low on my herbal teas. So I've also had chamomile and a yum berry. So if you can stay away from the caffeine, which is why they recommend the green tea over having coffee. And then so no unnatural sugars, there's no dairy, no meat, basically no carbs on this 3-day refresh. And it is low calorie, which is why it's so short. It's usually around 900 calories a day. And really the idea is to keep it to just like your fiber and your veggies, your fruits, like the plant-based protein, even my superfoods, of course, they're already vegan, so no dairy, to really give your body a chance to kind of cleanse itself out, kind of reset a little bit. There is a 21-day version of this that goes in more depth and more of a deeper detox cleanse plan. This is very short. But yeah, so the idea is by the end of the 3 days, so tomorrow will be the last day, and then, you feel a little bit more energetic, you feel less bloated. And this is not the first time I've done this program. I will say, and in the past too, when I've done it before, I've lost anywhere between like 2 to like almost 5 pounds in just those 3 days. But what I will say is this time around, it's been a little bit harder going through this sort of detox. And I was telling Gary this tonight, I really think that's because leading up to it, my nutrition has been so bad. And even my calories, like my calorie intake has been so high so dropping down really low like this has kind of affected me more than past 3-day cleanses have. So some of the things that I'm feeling a little bit of hunger, obviously. And that's kind of normal. My body is eating less than it's used to and less than it has been lately. And then of course having to pee like a lot. Now for somebody who maybe doesn't eat a lot of vegetables and stuff anyway, or high fiber diet, like I'm sort of used to already, you may also find that quite frankly, you have to poop a lot because you're eating a lot more fiber from the veggies, from the Fiber Sweep, all that kind of stuff. So don't be surprised if that's the case. But this is also your body trying to kind of reset itself back to more of a normal, natural state. And then, so had a little bit of a headache earlier today, had some green tea to kind of help with that. And so that's one thing that could happen. You might get a little bit of a headache or might get a little bit lightheaded because it's so low calorie. And that's, again, why this is only 3 days. Any longer than that, you start to get really unhealthy and you don't want to do that. So And then the other thing is that you are restricted to like light or moderate exercise at the most. Now, for me, you've seen me post last night about this. I've chosen to take these 3 days completely off from working out, and just kind of doing whatever walking I do at work and events and stuff like that. And that's also because I'm kind of nursing a little bit of an injury. So I figured, I'll just take the chance while I'm not supposed to really do much and let that recover, and then also not exert extra calories by doing my normal intensity programs. So that's kind of what's going on. I will say, even though I've got the little bit of the hunger and a little bit of the headache earlier, for the most part, I still feel pretty good. Like my energy dips. I will say my energy will dip closer to bedtime. But otherwise, like during the day, haven't really noticed a major issue with low energy or anything like that. That is possible, though, that it kind of all depends on where you're starting. Like if this 3-day cleanse was the very first thing you've done after just having lots of unhealthy habits for a long time, you might feel some of these effects a little bit more drastically. If you eat pretty well most of the time, or maybe you've just gotten a little bit off track and you're trying to get back on track, you may be kind of like where I'm at and you feel a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like I can still go to work and focus and everything just fine. And you can actually do this 3-day cleanse, like once a quarter, once a month. I think for me, I end up doing it like maybe once or twice a year, just because I don't always feel the need to do it. Usually it's around summertime when I do, because I've told you guys this before. I struggle so much more in the summertime with nutrition than I do even around the holidays. And that's because it's, I love summer. It's my favorite season, and there's all kinds of there's holidays, graduations, birthdays, anniversaries, just being out at barbecues and parties. And, I love to drink beer, and I love, I can go crazy on fruit during the summer too, especially where I live, but I mean, just all kinds of stuff. So I struggle more in the summer. So by the time August, September rolls around, I am like, my body feels like it's toast. Like we need to do a cleanse. So it's usually around August or September that I will do a 3-day cleanse like this. And then sometimes I might do one around the beginning of the year, depending on how the holidays went. But so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I said, I'm at the end of day 2. Got one more day. Today, though, at that work event that I was at, boy, was that hard, because they had a very, very good spread. Like luckily they had roasted vegetables and they had fruit and stuff like that I could kind of, that was what I was going to eat. Then that was fine. But they had a lot of good stuff that I had to turn down, and especially like meat. Normally, I pick lean meats and I'm good there, but there's no meat or no dairy on this plan. Dairy is not a big problem either because I'm lactose intolerant. But, like they had this tenderloin turkey breast thing that looked so good. And they had like street tacos, like carnitas. And then they had, I guess I have to share this because it broke me. I wanted it so bad. But my favorite cocktail is a mojito. And one of my favorite fruits and one of my favorite mojitos is peach. And they had a peach mojito there with fresh peaches from Wapato. Oh, it killed me not to be able to drink that because, I love peach mojitos. So anyway, but I refrained. I did really great. I didn't really have any desserts. Like they had these like grilled peach things with like some kind of balsamic syrup drizzle. And that was probably as worse as I got. And I probably shouldn't even had that. But anyway, but I had roasted veggies and I had just a little bit of fruit. I did not go for the meats, and I did not go for the carbs, and I did not go for the drink, and I really wanted to, but I stayed strong because I'm following this plan and I want it to work. So that would be my other suggestion or recommendation to you is if you decide to do this, then time it. So time it out well so that way you can actually stick to it. So if you struggle more on the weekends and that's where you want to stay, stay on track, put it in the weekend. I've done on the weekends before. If you don't have anything going on and you want to just throw it into like a couple of days during the work week, which is what I'm doing right now, go for it. If you know that you have an event coming up, maybe don't do it around the event, So like I knew I had today, but this event coming up, but it wasn't that big of a deal, Like I didn't want to do it over the weekend because we had the housewarming party on Saturday. So I was like, all bets are off. Come on. So anyway, just a couple of tips to you. Just, make sure you're drinking lots of water, and make sure that you do have some herbal tea with some stevia. That is one of the sweeteners that you can do. It's kind of a nice little tune-up for me too. I definitely know I needed it after the last month and a half. So if this, if you have questions about this 3-day cleanse, drop it in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any questions even after this video has recorded and posted. And if this is something that you would like to do, you would like to try, and maybe you would like my guidance and help through it, I'm happy to do that too. Again, you can comment below or send me a message, and I will be happy to walk you through that. So I will be posting tomorrow and of course on Thursday to let you know how I'm doing on day 3 and how it went. And then stay tuned, because on Friday I will throw up on here my 3-day sort of transformation photos, like before and after, so you can see what changes may have happened. So I can see what changes may have happened just over these 3 days. So I'm excited, and I'm really excited to get through this too, so that I can go back to eating healthy, but eating normal healthy, like my meats and stuff, and a little bit more fruit. But anyway, so that's my day 2 of my 3-day cleanse or detox, whatever you want to call it. My experience, some of the details about it. And again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. So thanks so much for watching, especially on this sort of special late night edition, because it's 9 o'clock here Pacific time. So I know if any East Coasters are watching, it's almost midnight. So, all right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you back on this page tomorrow. Have a great night, rest well, and we'll talk soon.